Hey, third time's the charm. No, I just was so nervous right now. I just ended up going to hit the record button and hit the power button. And then went and tried it again and hit the mode button. We got record this time though, so that's good. This is probably going to look kind of crappy because I didn't really take the time to throw this on a tripod or get any light on it or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and record. I'm in, I guess I'd say, one of my more agitated states, so it's a lot easier for me to just kind of pace. That's kind of how I get through that a bit, is just to kind of pace. I went to bed about midnight and woke up about 2, so I got like 2 hours of sleep last night, and it's 8 o'clock now, so I got a lot of sleep. But, I tried to make a video actually last night, I guess it was about 5 o'clock, about panic attacks, and my symptoms with panic attacks. But, yeah, it went on rambling for like 20 minutes long and, kind of just said a lot of the same shit over and over again, so I went ahead and deleted that. But and then all of a sudden I just decided, well, what the hell, I'll just go ahead and just film like this. And actually I can kind of see the timer there now, so I can watch that. I usually got this turned the other way. But, yeah, I tried to do one about panic attacks. Didn't work, as I said. But I guess, the reason why I wanted to do one was to try and explain to people, the level of fear you're talking about here. It's people will say that this is all in your head. Well, yeah, that's the point. It is in your head. Your head is capable of creating way more fear than real life can do. I know this for myself. I have been in mortal danger situations in my life before. I was I had some guys try and rob me once, and at my house. That was years ago. It was like about 15 years ago, I think. But they had me outside on my front porch on my knees with a deer rifle to the back of my neck and telling me, tell your roommate to open the door or we're going to blow your head off. And I believed him. And, my roommate wasn't opening the door. And they did that for about 20 minutes or so. That shit went on. And, I was completely, utterly terrified. I was breathing hard, not like hyperventilating. I was breathing like I had run a race. Like I had just run a mile and was gasping for air. And I had nightmares about that for years afterwards, and I've always, ever since then, I always keep my doors locked. I find myself checking out the window a lot, and anything I see outside, I get nervous and shook up. I can't even watch, like cop shows and stuff where they'll show people in hostage situations like that. I just, it just takes me right back there, so, I know what fear is. I really can't imagine how, in a physical sense, in the physical world, that I could really face much more fear than that. But yet, the fear that's involved in a panic attack, it's way worse. it's really hard to explain and to make someone understand, but the level of fear that I experience during a panic attack when I'm just being mega dosed with adrenaline is a lot higher than that was. The physical effects of just, I collapse onto the floor, where it feels like all the energy's been drained out of me. I can't move. I can't, I'm not paralyzed. I just don't have any strength. The room spins like I'm drunk or dizzy. Like if you've been spinning in place for a long time and, everything keeps shaking back and forth. I get double vision. I shake. Not just tremble, but shake, like almost convulsions. And this just keeps going in waves until I'm exhausted and fall asleep. The last panic attack I had, it started about 7:30 or 8, and I wasn't able to go to sleep, and the room was still spinning, and at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And after that I slept all that night, all the next day, and then woke up feeling hungover and really disoriented for like a day after that. A panic attack kicks the shit out of me. And yeah, I fear them. I am terrified of having a panic attack, of having that happen to me again. I get a level, the thing that terrifies me the most is the level of disorientation that I get, where there's times where I don't know where I'm at. I've had times where I don't remember what my name is. The last time, and I don't know why I was trying, but I couldn't remember what I looked like. I kept sitting there trying to remember in my, get an image conjured in my head of what I looked like, and couldn't remember. And this shit doesn't go on for 10 minutes or whatever, like they say. That I keep getting told. This shit goes on for hours. That's why for the longest time I've not thought that that's what I actually had, because I would read about what panic attack symptoms are, and they'd say, well, for 10 minutes, you're feeling your heart racing and maybe chest pains and lightheaded, but you won't faint. It's like, that's not really been my experience. And, I mean, maybe there is something more to it. I don't know. But, because I haven't been to a doctor or a psychiatrist of any type like that. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it could be something else. But the thing is that leads me to believe that it's not something else is that I can stop them sometimes. And I can see, I know where it comes from. It comes from, just my own imaging in my head. Sitting there imagining bad shit happening. And I can just make it come alive in my brain. And now that I've started paying attention to the fact that I do that and watching for it and trying not to do it, I'm really realizing that I do it constantly with everything, no matter where I go. When I went to Whidbey Island, Deception Pass, I made that last video. on the way there, I was sitting there imagining having a panic attack. And imagining just having, well, what if the dogs fall in the water or fall off the cliffs there, I do it non-stop. And it's just like with, my facial tics. I can sit there and concentrate on not doing it, but, and I can keep from doing it if I concentrate on it, but as soon as I stop concentrating on it, I just start unconsciously rather, doing it. And it's, it has been definitely a tough battle trying to just stop doing that all the time, because the end results of having the panic attack they really, really suck. But it looks like I'm starting to run another really long video here, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. If anyone that's watching this has had similar kind of things they've experienced, I'd really like to hear about it. I'd really like to know, if this is all that there is to it. And so thanks, and go ahead and get this posted.